Just starting, you have no business with cakes in Lagos.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as promised, we're talking social media today. First on the list is your bio on social media. So if this is the first time of you opening your Instagram page, you need to, you see that bio needs to contain everything you do. Even though you're not a baker, everything your business entails, that is what that bio is supposed to contain. So if you go through, I'll show you what my bio looks like, right? So now what should be on your bio is your location, what else, what your business covers. All right. So for instance, like I do cakes. What is on my bio is home of luxury cakes and treats. Okay. Then my location, I have cakes in Agor Okota. So that is my location. What I did without Agor Okota is I narrowed my niche. I narrowed my environment, my location to Agor Okota. So that's what you should do in your bio. So you don't go and use cakes in Lagos. There are a lot of bakers in Lagos, and Lagos is very big. So if you put a cake in Lagos, and if someone is going through the search on Instagram, that search bar on Instagram is like Google, right? So if you are on, someone wants to order cake and the person search cake in Lagos, there are top brands that are cakes in Lagos, and I'm not going to be competing with top brands. So that's why mine is carrying cake in Agor Palace. That is where my business is. So don't ever make that mistake, guys. I did it for like 2 years and I was not getting any order. Now this thing I'm telling you, I learned it. So it was from a paid class. I had to pay money to learn because I was wondering why I was not getting order online. I didn't know I was competing with big brands. When, as at that time, I had just 700 followers. So I narrowed my community down to cakes in Agor Palace, and boom, the first time I got an order, I was shocked. Like, really? And that what it means. Like, it's an eye opener for me that someone somewhere is looking for what I'm selling close by. They don't want to go to Lekki or a very far distance to order cake. They need someone very close by. And I've been there all the while. They've been going far away to order cakes. Then I started getting cakes from the next street to my street, the third street, because I have narrowed down my location. So that number one is very, very important. Then you go to the second line on your bio to explain further what your business is all about. Hype your business on that bio. I see some pages like, oh, I'm a fashion designer. We do clothes. How do you do clothes now? But when you go to other people's in bio, you see that, like I've seen someone that wrote, I think she's a caterer. She wrote on her bio that being able to serve 1,000 families, luxury cake, luxury meals, you know. I'm one of my very good person I follow on Instagram that I used to take tips from her. She's a social media coach. On her bio, she has what was written there. I don't know if it's still there like that because then that she wrote, I'm a social media coach. I've been able to train 2,000 persons. They've grown their business. Everything has to be there. That is your signage. Like if you have a storefront, so bio is your signage. So that's how it works. But if you don't know that now, you are just going to be there. You'll be looking at me. You'll be eyeing all those your competitors are like they're just telling you are not selling anything. So this is why you're not selling. So point number 2 is that you have to use hashtag. No, now after you've optimized your bio, like you've upgraded your bio to what it's supposed to be, now you're going to be using hashtag for your post. Yeah, that's like number 2, like very, very important. Very, very, very important. Now you're not just going to go and use every hashtag. You're still going to use hashtag in your community, meaning in your location. Okay, now we're going to be using, if I stay in the solar axis, I have like 5 famous like top hashtag I use for my brand, so that everybody in my location knows that there's someone that sells cake. Now my vicinity covers Festac, Isolo, Akota, Ago, satellites. Those are the hashtag I use. And even for a while, I stopped using hashtag because I know that okay, my I've been able to build my page to a very good reach. But all of a sudden, I started again because I noticed that this Instagram thing just keep going year and year. Like you can't even tell what they want. So recently, I've started using hashtag. So I use cakes in Ago, Festac, like I mentioned. Now, if someone is in my vicinity wants to order cake, if you go to the search on Explore, my brand will always pop up. It's very important. It pops up when you search for cakes in solo. I'll be like among the top 10 because I use it often. So it brings me back to what I was saying from the scratch with the bio, that you have to use your community. You're just starting. You have no business with cakes in Lagos. So it's applicable with every other business. You're just starting up. You have no business with cake, dresses or fashion designer in Abuja. You have no business. You need people in your vicinity to know what you're doing. Guys, let me share a story. After I started, when I did that my bio thing, someone came to pick up a cake, and the person said she stays 2 houses away, and she said, "Do you know that I've been ordering cake from so 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 brand?" Guess where that brand was? That brand was in Surulere. So imagine paying delivery, and there's someone close by selling cake, but they won't know because most of us that work online or sell online, we don't use signage in our house. We don't use signage in the building because we operate online. So how would someone know that um you sell this or you sell that? And the era of banner is really, really outdated and gone. So if you come to my neighborhood, you will not see anything that is related to tizzy cakes. You're not going to see anything like that because I don't want that kind of, I'm not doing that for my brand, I'm sorry, but because I operate mainly online. So you have to use hashtag. Now, if you post a cake that is for a male child, you can use cake for boys. And if you post a cake for a girl, cake for girls. Then you understand what I'm saying? Cake for male, cakes for female. If it's a wedding cake, cake for a wedding cakes. Now let me tell you how to narrow hashtags. If you want to click on cake on boy or cake for boys or cake for girls, and you see that hashtag has a lot of usage or post under it, don't take the one with the highest because you're just trying to grow your brand. Okay, you see like several ones. You can see cake for boys, that's cake for boys with the X. You see maybe it has like 140k post. You see cake for boy without the S with maybe 100 and or 50k post. Just go for the one that is lesser because you are trying to scale your page. You don't want to use a an hashtag that is saturated. Your post is just going to fly, like it's going to get missing in the whole hashtag. So this is the second thing I started doing. And third thing I did, I started running sponsored ad. Now, if I'm going to talk about sponsored ad, I'm sure we're not going to leave here because it's a whole big topic on its own. See, you'll be shocked how much people spend on ads. One time I saw somebody's ad account, and that person had like 800,000 as the account balance for ad. And I was just looking at me that I'm still using under 100k for ads. So now when you see that person getting like big, big jobs, and you'll be wondering that, hey, it's like I'm not selling on this online. Let me go and look for another thing. People spend so much on ads. Instagram is not a place for joke. And we are not going to take the place of God out of all this conversation. No, we are not going to, because God can favor you for you to get, big contract from anywhere in the world. But if we are bringing it down to the social media space, there are some things that you have to do and you have to stick with it. You have to stick with running hard. See, if I check my ads account for like the amount I've spent, if I can check it, maybe I don't know. If I have that money in my account now, I should be smiling because a lot has gone into that ad account, because you need to keep, you know, spending. And there are two things ad does for you: gives you followers and gives your brand more insight and gives you potential customers. That's like three. So ad is like a no-brainer. You have to do it. So if you've not started running sponsored ad, maybe someday I can sit down and create video for that. Even this what I'm doing right now, I was compelled. Like you all know, I don't like doing the, I don't like showing my face. I don't know. I'm actually camera shy. This one, there's someone behind the camera holding gun, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you at the end of the video. She's pointing a gun at my face that I'm doing the video. I'd even called her that she should come and do all the talks, but she said no. It's your channel. You have to do it. So that's why I'm doing this. So guys, you have to learn how to run ads. If you don't know how to run ads, there are people on Instagram that know how to run ads. Contact them. They can set you ads account and you can fund them and start running ads. If you're just go for trusted people that can help you run and set your ad account if you're having issues. Because I know that if I say go and run hacks now and you don't have any prior knowledge of hacks, you might get it all wrong because you don't know how to set the account, you don't know the location to choose, you don't know the budget. So just Google on Instagram, check for people that run answer can just go for trusted brand that will not go away with your login details after you give them your account. And go check their pages, see what they've done before now. And if you check their reviews, all right. So then you can patronize them. I think it's not too much money. Just get. You'll be shocked how your page will keep growing and growing and growing. And I mentioned something in my previous video that I want to share how social media has helped me a lot. So I'm sharing it now because it has helped me. I used to do just one cake, and the thing about business is if you keep selling, you keep expanding. It's just like a very simple mathematics. But when you're not selling, when you're not making sales, you see that sometimes someone just started a business. Someone just started a business, and you see in a couple of months they moved to a bigger location. I'm sure you see those kind of things on Instagram. You'll be wondering, me, I've been here, or I've not been able to raise funds for maybe like a room or maybe a small shop. It's because there's no money. And nobody goes to get loans to get to expand because you're still going to regret it at the end of the day. But once you've made money out of that business, that business will fund itself, right? It's a simple arithmetic. So if you are not making so much sales, you can't even expand. Now the cost of things now is very, very high. Like it's way over the top. This mixer you're seeing here, when I got it was about 180K, I think about 2 years ago. Right now I heard it's 350,000 naira. So if you're planning to buy a mixer and your sales is very low, how are you going to scale up? How are you going to save to be able to, afford to buy a mixer for 350K? Talk more of the other things you're still going to buy, like oven. The list is endless. Let's not even go there. So going forward, optimize your bio, use hashtag, run sponsored ads. There are a lot of customers in your location. So don't just come on Instagram and just be swiping, looking at every other people's posts, and you're not your page is just there year in, year out. You've not even be able to. But now, let me digress. It's a lot of work. I know sometimes you might think, like now, maybe you watched my video to this very point and you say, I'm deceiving myself. I'm not. Because I know it's a lot of work, but determination. And if you know that you are ready to grow your brand, it takes all the effort in you, every effort. You see, me, I've given up a couple of times, but there's something Instagram does for me. Sometimes I'm so tired, I don't want to post. But when I come online, I see a younger baker, maybe the person just executed a very big job. I'm like, I know this person got this order online. It's not from, it's not from another planet. You get? And I know that if if you are ready and you are determined that I want to go this business and there is no giving up, you would work hard to attain whatever height you want to attain. So this is not aspire kind of post or a video, but it's just the truth. It takes a lot of hard work and it might be tiring sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to post. Sometimes I just want to go offline because I'm handling all my social media pages and sometimes it's a lot. But I still have to wake up and start replying to customers, trying to think of what to post, trying to think of the video to edit plus motherhood. Hello. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. Oh, it's a lot of work. So don't give up that, oh, maybe all this step I shared now, you've tried it, you're going to try it, or you've tried it and it has not worked. You just have to keep posting. You don't know when that big deal is coming. Trust me. I've gotten orders and I've gotten students from outside the country that I've learned online. So if I don't work, if I don't sell online, how would they get my contact? I've gotten orders from outside Nigeria a couple of times. People outside Nigeria want to give their loved one here in Nigeria. I have gotten. But if you don't, how would you if you don't sell online? And let me just chip in one thing before I end the video and call the person behind the camera that wants to strangle me. See, and before I lose my train of thought, another hard work for every social media is you have to be posting every day. Now, guys, you can imagine how stressful that is. See, you see that my Instagram page, anytime I don't post a day, I come back the next day and I want to post, the reach drops. And what that means is if I post, people that will see that post might be very few. So it means that you have to keep up that pace. It's a lot of work. But if you're ready and you know that you don't have a storefront yet, and the only medium of showing people what you do is online, you have to be there 24/7. If you cannot, you cannot wake up every day to post. You can schedule. There's an option for that. You schedule the post and it will just come, it will post by itself. So it's a lot of work, but we are determined as small business owners to grow our business, to start earning in dollars, to start, having other branches all over the world. I know you want that too. So guys, let me introduce you to the lady behind the scene that had me in choco that wants to, she no, let me not talk too much. Come, just come so that they will see what you have been doing to me. Like she guys. So she's been behind the camera since morning,
And the ship director, creative director, actually.
So meet Pelumi. She's the brain behind Reggie's Kitchen. You can follow her, subscribe to her channel, and she's into social media content. If you need someone to shoot videos for you, run ads, do all those things social media, she got you. So I want you to speak with my subscribers. Just share a tip or two, then we wrap up the video.
So guys, welcome to our channel. Let's do another intro. She has said a lot of things. I wanted her to do it. We were supposed to do it together, but I wanted her to talk because she has much of the experience when it comes to cake. You understand? So she has the experience. So I wanted her to give you answer whatever. What I would like to add to everything she has said is that after you've optimized your bio and the hashtags, what are the kind of content you want to be posting? It is very, very important. The kind of content you want to be posting. You cannot take a phone and post a very dull picture or not aesthetically pleasing picture or your Insta, I would not wait and look at the details of that kind of picture. If I was scrolling on my feed and I come across a post like that with a very shabby looking video, we know we are all startups and we're just trying to make use of what we have.
Yeah.
But we need to make efforts. If you don't have an iPhone or a good phone, quickly borrow what your neighbor has. Quickly learn the phone. I used to snap the picture.
iPhone is not even the problem.
Honestly,
I started with one itel phone. You just have to pause.
You just have to make it look good, because if it's not like, people eat with their eyes first. As a food vendor, as a food blogger and everything, I tend to make my plate of food looking very nice, because when the food is looking like peas in a plate, nobody would want to look at that. So same goes for the cake also. If your cake is not looking good, the cake might be good physically looking at it, but in the video or in the picture, it may not be looking so good, because maybe you didn't know your angles right, or you used a phone, or there was no lighting. If there is no light, if you don't have a ring light, take it outside. But please be careful, it's cake here. But take it outside where there is natural light and take your pictures. We all started from somewhere, and we do not despise our days of little beginning. So you just need to invest in your content, even if it takes for you to maybe call a photographer. I did that when I was starting out, and I didn't have a good phone. I would call a photographer, I would cook food, and I would call him to come and snap my food for me till tomorrow. I have those pictures with me, and they still look so good. You understand?
Nice.
So you just have to invest in your photos, your videos, your content. If they are too much for you, if you don't have any idea about it, that is where people like me come in. We would help you. We have good phones, we have lights, we have just bring it to your location, shoot for you, and just collect a token from you, and those are your properties for life. It's not like you're going to say that there's a time frame to posting this picture or posting this video. So I hope with this little tip that I've shared, I've also added to what my madam has also been talking about in the morning. We all want to be successful on this Instagram and social media. We all want to make the money. That's why we are here.
So see you guys in my next video, and I'm thinking maybe we should do this like a series that will come together and talk about maybe what people want us to talk about.
So if they have any question or something they would like us to talk about, they can just drop the comments.
Even though I was shy from the beginning, but I think I like it.
You see? It feels good.
See you guys. Bye.